Hello everyone. Here with the markets being volatile currently, I wanted to kind of come back and visit with y'all and give you a view of what I see as important steps we should follow, whether you be retired or retiring soon. Here are the steps that I think we should follow when markets are volatile. So number one of the 6 points that I find, number one is, hey, what is our long-term plan? Lots of times when markets are doing very, very well, we get off our long-term plan sometimes where, hey, you may be looking at investments that generate income because you're taking out lots of income. Well, we might be getting off of our program a little bit, and you might have a little more aggressive a portfolio than you might want to have. So in this period of time, we want to go back and take a look at our long-term plan. And what is our long-term plan? Is it investments that generate income? Is it a program that is set up for growth? Or is it a program for a balance of both? But what is that? So now that we have a time in these markets, here's the time to go back and take a look at our long-term plan. How are we allocated? How are we invested? What is it that we really want out of this portfolio? Number two would end up being is, here's the perfect time to go back and take a look at your budget. Hey, where do we stand as far as our budgets are concerned? I find that our retirees or our pre-retirees, the more control you have, the more that you review things, obviously the more control that you feel. And that gives us a sense of control, gives us a sense of calm when things may be a little exaggerated out there in the world. So right now, here's our chance also again to go back and take a look at, hey, really where we stand. So here's another point to go back and take a look at your budget. Hey, how do we stand? What's the outlay of capital on a monthly basis? What's coming up? What do we want? What do we need on a monthly basis? So go back and take a look at your budgets on a month to month, folks. Number three would do your homework. What is it that is really bothering you out there? What's your biggest concern out there? Is it that, hey, the markets are volatile? Is it that my lifestyle may change? What is your concern? And those are things you should be taking a look at and researching. Take a look at using the internet to review, asking, and looking at, hey, what is it that affects me? What do I need to be concerned about? Another point that I find, point four is, as I see out there, is fear. Fear is sometimes something that we let control us. And from your life, many of you have gone to the doctor fearing the worst and letting that time pass before you let a month or two or three go before you actually go and see the doctor, and you find out that it's not as bad as you thought it were. Or you're concerned for your children or another loved one or something else for that matter. So what happens is, you have to do your due diligence. The only way that we're going to actually have control again is take as much control of your part of the equation as you can. So the more that you can check, the more that you can review, the more that you can ask those questions. Let's not let fear control our lives. You worked too hard over the last 30, 35, 40 years of your life to attain the level where you are at pre-retirement, just about there, or at retirement where you're enjoying it now. We want to make sure that continues on, and making sure that we do not let fear control us is a big part of that. So the way you do that is by checking, asking your advisor, going out and doing research, not letting just the news media control what's happening out there. And then the fifth point I'd say would be opportunity. Warren Buffett, I like quoting Warren Buffett a lot, and he says, when people are fearful, be greedy, and when people are greedy, be fearful. Well, again, in these volatile markets, there's always opportunity. So is there an opportunity for you? Is there something out there that you can invest in that would end up benefiting your portfolio, even in a slight way? All those slight adjustments may benefit you. So depending on the risk that you can afford to take, depending on how much assets you have available and disposable to invest in other things, that will depend on what the opportunity looks like for you. But either way, we ought to take a look at, hey, there may be some opportunity out there for you. So is there an opportunity? And then finally, hey, call me. Let's basically take a look at how all of these factors affect you, and then take a look at how the markets affect what's happening out there, and are there any opportunities for this? Or do we need to be rebalanced? We look forward to getting together with you via phone, Skype, however you'd like to visit one-on-one, and sitting over a cup of coffee or talking on the phone. Whatever is convenient for you folks, we look forward to speaking with you soon. Thanks for your time. Thanks for watching our video. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. We're constantly putting out valuable information for you, and we look forward to catching up with you on the next one.